I'm Bayley. I'm the intern at the Lake Orion DDA, and I'm going to be talking about the Shop Oakland Main Streets and just an update on it. And we have spots available for businesses that would like to join. Just reach out to us immediately so we can get that process started. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. So from the very beginning, it started with Main Streets, Oakland County. They started talking about member marketplace and at their spring annual meeting, and then they thought having a website on there would be a good idea. So they reached out and they started talking about it, and then they got it all set up. The 9 pilot communities that are part of it is paying for 50% of it, and then Oakland County, Main Streets of Oakland County is paying for the other half of it. Okay, so what is Shop Oakland? So Shop Oakland is an e-commerce website that will be implemented in small businesses all over Oakland County. Shop Oakland allows customers to shop from the comfort of their home at any hour in the day. This will boost small businesses' visibility in digital marketplace. It will also allow businesses to support the idea of shopping small, and Shop Oakland will give them more exposure to a wider customer base. So basically, website for all the local businesses in Oakland County to go into, and then the customers can go to that one place for all of them, and so that will bring in more customers for you because they'll come in looking for a different store and they'll come across your products, and maybe they would never look at your store before that, but then they find it on there. So when I was hired on back in June, our goal was to have 19 businesses on there with at least 20 products each. Of course, we'd love to have more than that. I know some already have almost 100 products on there, which is awesome, but I'd love to have all of our businesses to keep on adding to that. So the 9 pilot communities I mentioned earlier, it's Lake Orion, obviously, Oxford, Franklin, Highland, Holly, Rochester, South Lyon, Oak Park, and Ortonville. And then currently these are all the businesses that are on our Lake Orion part of it. And then we have 162 published products right now. I think we have a couple more than that because I took this screenshot a couple days ago. Okay, and then these are some of the statistics from Shop Oakland, the marketplace, or member marketplace as a whole. They have 24 marketplaces on there, and they're in 18 different states. There's been over 3,500 businesses on there, and currently they have 2,300. The sales average about $1,050, but it's a wide spectrum for that because some businesses only sell a couple products, so they make a little bit, but some have several products on there and they're making a lot of money. The potential sales, there have been businesses that make over $50,000 through the site, which is awesome. So the average, I don't know how much justice it will actually do to you, but the more products you have, the more you're gonna sell. The majority of the businesses on Member Marketplace are small companies, about less than 10 employees, and it's not just for retail or anything. There's been restaurants on there and a bunch of different companies that can succeed on that website. Okay, so the benefits from Shop Oakland. Honestly, if you don't already have a website, it's awesome to get yourself online, and that's something you can do through Shop Oakland. It's considerably cheap to the rest of the options you have out there. Again, you can get new customers that way when they're coming to that site where everybody has their businesses on there. And it's very inexpensive. And I think one of the most important things is it's encouraging all of our customers to shop local. And if they have one website that they can go to specifically for Lake Orion, if they want to support the local businesses, it's all right there for them. Okay, so the process of becoming a vendor, this is kind of vague, but it's just you register, you add products, you receive the orders, and then you make profit from there. Obviously, it's a little more difficult than that, but it's not terrible. Yeah, that's about that.
So people will receive emails when the order comes through. They don't have to keep checking the website.
Yes,
They
you can also set up text updates for the orders that you receive. If you don't want to do that, you can just get the emails, and then it will also be on the website, of course. Okay, knowledge base is one of the parts of the website. It's, I think, very important. This is where you can go to like ask any of your questions. It's all on knowledge base, and there's usually a little tutorial video that goes with all of your questions, which is awesome. And that's where I look for most of the questions that businesses ask me. I just go to knowledge base to try and figure it out. But I think that's a really good resource that is on there to help you guys continue building your businesses on there. Questions?
I have a lot of questions.
Yes.
As you know, I started. So one of the things I'm struggling with though, like we don't ship
repeat questions. Okay.
our
Can't
products.
ship ice cream?
No. And our sprout base we don't ship either. So two things. The ice cream shop is seasonal. I started with putting the ice cream shop on there, which I can connect through Square. We use Square, which I haven't done yet, but we're seasonal. Is there a way to turn it off when we're closed or close it?
believe
Ask the question again. Okay. So the question is, if you are a seasonal business or you have seasonal projects, is there a way to turn those off when the season is over?
Right.
I believe there's a vacation mode on Shop Oakland. Is that? I believe there is. I know there's a way to like make them not available, but I believe there's also a vacation mode that you can go on there.
Okay. The other thing is with Sprout Bake, we aren't a retail location for, like, our product is at Meijer, at Rebecca's, at Lucky's, our product is elsewhere. It's not that they would order it from us and come pick it up from us. We would ship it.
So the comment is this person has a product that is sold elsewhere. She's a wholesaler and she sells at other businesses. So how is that handled?
Is that the only way you can buy it as a retailer, your sprout bake stuff?
I mean, they can come by at the ice cream shop when we're open.
Well, okay, so is there any reason why you can't do local delivery and have them come to the, I guess that
Local pickup.
local pickup at the ice cream shop?
The designated day, I guess, pickup day.
Because the site's really meant for
Right.
products that you either ship or someone comes in and
Right,
picks up.
that's what
So
I'm feeling.
it may be like,
that
it may
like,
be for sprout
do I
bakers.
wanna do all this work?
Right. The one thing it does give you too is visibility. So if you
Yeah.
put products out there, there is some visibility to it too. So
Do you guys ship? Yeah.
Yeah, rarely. We have it done on the website. Lacking any.
You don't anymore?
We're gonna get to that.
All right, I'm gonna stop for a second. Eric's gonna talk about the launch date. Can you go sit where she is? And
yeah.
oh, you should put your last slide up. Though. There we go.
Am I starting?
Hey, yeah, sit there.
Let's see.
Yes.
This is the hot seat. So good morning, everybody. I first want to say, again, I'm Erick Phillips from Oakland County. I'm the program manager for Shop Oakland. And Abby's doing, you guys are very, very fortunate. Kudos to Abby and Molly to have somebody dedicated to this. This is like a dream for us at the county. We do have one other community that has an intern that we may be asking for Abby's help to help that person, but we'll get to that later. This whole idea was kind of born from the county. What we heard a lot from a lot of the businesses, and I'll get to your question in a second, but is we want to get online. It's really expensive to launch a website that you can purchase things, buy products, ship, and all of that. You know, for a small business owner, that's a huge expense. So we came across this website. You've seen what it does. It's really slick. The support's unbelievable behind the scenes. So that's kind of where this whole idea was born. We have 9 pilot communities. Getting to Molly's question about the launch date. Our original launch date was going to be today, yesterday. But what we found out is a lot of the communities having trouble getting some businesses signed up in time, and it didn't really. We actually. That launch date was a little aggressive, to be perfectly honest. We want to be able to market this. We've since learned, now that we're rolling this out, it's starting to get some traction. We have 580 some odd products out there right now. We wanted to have some traction before we launched it, and we wanted you as a business owner to get some practice filling orders, going through the process, being able to answer questions. So we're looking at sometime like a mid-August, maybe end of August launch date. We do not have a launch date yet. We're meeting at 1 o'clock with our administration today to talk about when is a good launch date. And the question, to be perfectly honest, is how big of a splash can we make this? The longer we wait, we can get some traction, maybe get some county firepower, marketing firepower behind it for our launch date. So we don't have an exact launch date yet, to answer your question, but we wanted to have, again, some sales and things like that. So it's kind of a chicken and an egg. Do we promote it and get sales, or do we wait to get promote, do a big splash and then get sales? So that's kind of where we're at. And I'm just being perfectly blunt with you.
So feedback from Lake Orion to the people in your meeting is we would not want it to languish past August.
Okay. Okay. No, that's good. That's good feedback. Thank you.
Can I
Yep.
ask a question?
Sure. Yeah.
So, is there a reason why we're holding back because the other communities don't meet a deadline? Like,
No.
I understand your big
No.
splash option.
Yep.
But like, so I'm a business manager. I manage her business.
Sure.
I pitched this idea to
Yep.
her.
Yep.
I got payroll to do this. And now you're telling me that my ROI, the investment that I made in this, the time, the money that
Right.
she's invested
Right.
in this, we're looking at an ROI that's not even going to be until fall.
To answer your question, so one of the things that we're talking about, and I'll know more after 1 o'clock today, is letting the communities roll. To be perfectly honest, so Molly, if you guys can start from.
If we're ready, why not let us go, and then the people that couldn't meet a deadline, which quite frankly is it's concerning, because we did have several weeks to work on this.
Yep,
And
yep.
there's those of us that put in weekend hours, we put in extra hours, and I feel like by holding us back, it's kind of like, you've made a good effort and the rest of them didn't, so, this is just what we're rolling with. And in the
Understood.
business world, you don't need a deadline, you get left behind.
Understood, yeah, yeah.
You do.
And
For lack of a better term, you get left behind or you get removed from the team.
Yeah.
Like, and, like I said, I pitched this to her, I told her it was going live on the 19th, and now we're like, we don't know a date, and it's gonna be in fall when people aren't, it's colder. We don't have more people in
Right.
the village usually during the colder months, they're walking around now. So, I'm just like, if you're gonna talk to people at 1 o'clock, it just seems like you're holding back the people that did put the effort into it to get their websites going. And from a business perspective, holding off your return on investment for months at a time is really unacceptable.
Yep.
From a
Yep.
business standpoint,
I
from
understand.
a dollars and cents point.
Are you set up to ship, or are
Oh, yeah.
you in-store pickup?
No,
Okay.
we're both.
For the camera, I'm just gonna have Eric restate what you said.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. So.
That was a lot, sorry.
No, her concern, and it's a very valid concern, is pushing back the date. There's a lot of businesses that actually are ready to go. They're ready to go now, and we're pushing back the date. Again, totally valid points. I will definitely take that to my bosses and make that concern, or make that point made. Again, one of the things that we've talked about is maybe there's an in-between, letting you guys go, promote it, start selling on it. Actually, I made a purchase on it. It works. I got it shipped to my house already. I was the first one. Just said I wanted to go through the process, but I would say if you're ready, go. That's not on camera, is it? Yes, it is on camera.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that though.
Okay.
Thank you though.
Yeah.
So you were making mention that we could go and try and test this. How can we test it if it's not up and going? How do we test it?
No, it's up and going.
Oh, so you can try and make a purchase
Yep.
to try
If you go to shop OC Main Streets right now, you can purchase this like you can on Amazon.
What is it?
www.shopocmainstreets.com.
So you can't test it. That's to be able to test it before you just
Yeah.
launch
So
it.
the question is it live? And yes, the answer is yes.
And I will add, if you sign up as your first purchase, you get 15% off. So.
Also, if you're
draft, and then you go to all your products, there's a little I button, you can click on that, and it'll come to like how it will look when it's posted.
All right, if you want to, you should do this here. If you want to look at your website before you publish it and make it public,
You can save your products as a draft and then go to all your products, and then there'll be like a little eye icon in the same line as it. If you click on that, then it'll give you like a preview of what it will look like when it's on your website.
So you're saying that, so in her defense, so she's put a lot of time, effort, and money into this website, but it's up and running, so you can promote it in her practice, because she can promote it in her business and make it go?
Yeah.
But my concern was the whole point of this is that they were going to be marketing it too. So
Yeah,
it was
the bigger
going to-
bang.
It was gonna have, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna put the hours in.
Right.
Your job is going to market it so that when people search, I wanna shop Oakland County, this is the first thing they see, like on a Google search, they're ranked, you know?
Right.
So it's gonna come up as, hey, we're promoting this is new, we're great, you know, that's their part, I'm doing my
Right.
part, that's their part.
I got you.
So my concern is, yeah, I could promote it to the followers I have on Instagram and Facebook and everything, but that's not the same as Oakland County pushing it.
Right. And-
That's my concern.
And I want to be clear too, this, while we provided half the seed funding for this thing to launch, this is planned to be, and this is an Oakland County Main Street community project. This is not an Oakland County, hey, look at this, what we're doing as part of Main Street. This is supposed to be the 9 pilot communities have all gotten together, decided they want to do this, and it's going to support itself going in the future. So this is not an Oakland County, you know, Dave Coulter project. This is the community. This is Main Street wanting to, the Main Street the communities wanting to support businesses, and we're just here to support and get it off the ground. But and we are definitely, to your point, we definitely want to market this and use the marketing machine available at the county. But the plan is for us to step back. That's why it doesn't have the county logo. It doesn't have the Main Street logo. It doesn't have any of that stuff.
come on up, Kevin.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
And this might be a bit early, but I see there's some analytics on the program. Nice. Do you have any SEO toolkits? How is Oakland County going to push this out to the community?
That's our meeting at 1 o'clock today.
Okay.
We don't know yet. So we're gonna have, it's gonna be social media. It's going to be, it could be as big as a press conference, a ribbon cutting in front of a computer where we actually cut the ribbon.
Yeah.
So
And how does North Dakota see our shop? How does that happen?
All right, so the questions are, first was a statement that there are website analytics, is that correct? Is it-
Yes.
is
There's
it?
some
Yeah, there's
analytics.
website analytics, and then there was a question about SEO and how we're gonna get the
Yeah, search engine
website,
optimization tool. Are they
get
baked
our
into this?
site up at the top of the search.
Yeah.
And then, what was the third?
Then how does someone in California, North Dakota,
Okay.
how do they see Lake Orion? How does that happen? And when you go to push all this out to the community, how are you doing that?
So how can people from other states who are not local Oakland County, how do they find this website?
okay. So I will say again, we have a lot of web experts at the county that will start to promote this and do this search engine optimization techniques. I'm not a like a search engine guy, so I don't know what the specifics are behind that. But the idea is that someone types in small business in Lake Orion, I want to purchase something from there, and this pops up. So, and that happens as it gains traction. I know it takes a few months for the site to get rolling, and then the more people that visit it, it rises to the top, and it goes through the Google Analytics process. Yeah.
Any other questions?
How do people see it in other states?
Oh yeah, how do people see this in other states? Well,
Well, just what I said, yeah.
Also, if you search up member marketplace, they have all of their marketplaces listed on there. So there is like in North Dakota, California.
All right, so there's a membermarketplace.com. Is it membermarketplace.com?
Yeah.
It's like a home for all of the e-commerce sites that are run by Member Marketplace, and people can go to that, and then they can see all the states that have programs involved in the Member Marketplace.
I have one more question. How So there's communities that still are waiting for their businesses to sign up. If that's a continuing problem, how are we gonna fix that?
It's not a problem. No. So what we found is those businesses that are waiting, one of them they're selling alcohol. They have over 100 products they're going to launch, and there's some additional federal regulatory stuff, the paperwork that they need to sign to do that. So that's one of the communities. The second one is the same thing. I think that they have a winery that wants to launch. So they're like right there, and that's another reason why we decided to wait, just so we can get 200 or 300 more products in the blink of an eye. Yep.
I have another, this is silly, I know.
Yeah.
This morning, I bounced around the site, I looked at different communities. Some communities have storefronts, which I think is well ordered and organized. And then when I go to the Lake Orion website, I see this just random images of products.
So eventually it's all gonna be to random products. The only reason they have storefronts right now is because that community doesn't have enough products to have it listed when you go to their community, when you click on their community. So that's gonna be changing over once they are ready for that.
And studies have shown that that's a more effective way of building the community.
Yeah. So Sherry, who's the owner of Member Marketplace, they've launched this in how many different communities? 10 or 12 different. They went through all of the clicks and what's the easiest way to click. Oh, really? Okay. So yes, to answer your question, yes.
All right. Well, Eric, today I say let it fly.
That's been my position as well.
Okay, I'll take your turn.
Oh.
All right, so you can see that we're all in good hands. There is still time for you to join us. We do have information packets here. Abby's been walking around. If you have not had a visit from Abby, call us if you are interested. And we will be sending this out to the chamber after our downtown businesses have had some time to give it a second thought. And then we'll be inviting chamber members because we do want to have our base of 19 businesses. That's what we need to really attract attention to Lake Orion, and that's why we're doing it that way. Thank you.